people think stand-up is synonymous with like crowd work. Like that was never it. That's your guys' thing. You're like, can I get a topic from the audience? Like we don't.
Yeah, but you guys are like, where's everybody from?
Bap, bap, bap.
Look, I've had a streak these last couple weeks of some hot takes on the podcast that have gotten me in a lot of trouble in the YouTube comments. But I have a real hot take right now.
Okay.
This is my problem with you.
Uh-oh. Let's wrestle in the mud.
I don't know how this is going to land. It's not landing great in my head right now.
Okay, be careful because I might cry.
You make me think I might be gay.
It's the Jersey, honey.
I don't know what
Come
it
and sit on my lap for a little
Every
while.
time
Let me tell you about hockey.
I'm not gay. We've been through this. I dated a woman. I tried to be gay. It didn't take. It was too many voice memos. I couldn't.
When was this?
January.
Oh, so fresh.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on. Last January.
Oh,
Sorry.
Still extremely fresh.
Yeah, we were fresh lesbians, dude. Maybe I could be a lesbian. Maybe I could date a woman. I can't date a woman who's messy.
Oh, okay. Which women are? Not many.
Those are the ones that are attracted to the double Virgo over here. That's what I attract. I attract a woman that's like, mommy, mommy. Oh. And it was just like, is this a Wet n Wild glitter nail polish from 82? Like, I feel like we can throw this out. I spend most of my time being a closet organizer.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. So what? Okay. Not a closet. It's a museum.
Okay.
We are in a museum currently.
So, wow. So you got all the way down the line with her that you were clean. I want to do that too.
Okay. Yeah.
We're doing crisscross applesauce?
Yeah, we are. We did it.
Okay.
Nailed it.
So
I love that what we do for a living, we can just like sit cross-legged.
Hee.
I was at her house and I was just like, you can't live this way. Like I can't be physically intimate with somebody.
You must do that with men though.
Men, there's not that much to organize. It's like 2 bars of Irish Spring soap and a couple washcloths that gotta go.
Beard dye on the carpet?
No beard dye on the carpet. No, I don't do beard dye. I don't do men's makeup. I am like, if you're gonna be a man, I need your moles to have like pubes coming out of them. I don't want to see a tweezer.
What about curled eyelashes?
No, we're not doing it.
You won't know if he did it.
Nope, I'll know.
You won't be able to tell.
I'll know. I always know. I don't like men beautifying themselves. I do like a man to start to date a man who's like all like super endocrine disruptors guy, like all the Old Spice and all the super chemically stuff. And then I introduce him to like the more natural versions of stuff.
Here's something about me, and this will probably get me thrown in prison.
Let's go. I do anything to hang out with Ghislaine. What do I have to do to get thrown in prison where she is?
If I'm on a bus or subway or something, and a group of teen boys walks on and they are drenched in Axe body spray, I'm like, what's up, guys?
Like, you just love the smell?
I love the smell. I don't just love the smell of Axe. I love it when it's like, it's too much. Like, you've used the whole can. I don't know what I think it's like, it must be the chemical. And I'm like that for girl scents too, like the really heavy vanilla, the trashy.
Dude,
I love that.
I still wear White Musk from the Body Shop. And when I do, every man in the vicinity falls in love with me.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, you're not in love with me. This is just what your first girlfriend wore. Like you lost your virginity inhaling this.
Okay, I'm dying to wear this, but I feel like the women in my life are coming for me when I go for like baby slut smells. Like what I
need to get new friends.
Because they're like, that's not what the girl, you know how they say like women dress for women? I feel like also women sniff for women sniffs. And so when I try to sniff for me, I'm getting like kind of sniff shamed from my sisters.
That's very interesting because I agree with you. Like you can't wear pink sugar around your girlfriends. They're like, why are you wearing this trash stripper shit? It's like, but why do you need me to smell like smoky wood?
No, totally.
Why do I
but
just smell like
that's
tobacco?
The direction we're going. Everyone wants to smell like something. Everyone wants to smell like yoga or something.
I smell like a 2-bit floozy at all times.
I want to smell just like a little cookie. Like I want to be like, ooh, grandma's home. Like,
know?
Ooh, like who's like what's so comforting all of a sudden?
So what happens when you wear like hoe smells?
Well, I don't have a lot of hoe smells because I find out and weirdly I've been getting hoe smells marketed to me through TikTok, which I can't sniff what they're talking about. But when they're talking about it, like apparently Billie Eilish has a smell that's kind of a hoe smell.
Oh yeah,
it's like at Ulta or whatever.
Okay, but
have
you smelled? You haven't smelled it?
No, I've only heard the teens talk about it on TikTok, which has shown me that I need to go buy it.
Yeah, how do you describe a smell? That's a tricky. So they're just like, you should.
Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know. That's my algorithm. It's just girls explaining smells to me.
Dude, this makes me miss magazines because remember there would be like a perfume sample in a magazine, and you would just like casually.
But am I wrong, or did it always just smell like magazine?
But you would just be like.
Okay, to me though,
you would just be like,
the smell was like the smell of laminated paper. Always. I don't know if I was getting like old ass magazines, but I never really smelled the smell.
It did smell like a magazine. You're exactly right.
But I never thought to smear it on myself.
Oh yeah, I always did. Like I would save it for before, like I don't know,
save it. Like the whole magazine, and you'd have it like.
Well, I would like tear out the pages, and then if I was gonna like go to a sleepover where boys might be, I would just be like,
sleepover where boys might be. What kind of life did you live? Wow, that's a
dude. It was different in Canada, dude. I also need to ask you about this. Like so do you want to tell everyone how we met?
Oh yeah, you were the first person to ever give me a job in LA. Do you know that?
I really got a good picker. I gotta say, not with men, with ingenues.
Wow. Yeah, you invited me up to your hotel room and you said, I'm going to make you a star. So the first day I showed up for auditions, and I think I got it because I sabotaged everyone else in the room, because my audition was like at 9 a.m. or something.
I think you were like first.
Yeah, in the callbacks. And then when I went in, you were there, and I was so confuddled and starstruck. And then when I went back out into the room, it had filled up with like now 15 other women that hadn't been there when I left. And then when I came out, I was like, Cummings is in there. And so I feel like it sabotaged everyone else, because then everyone probably went in and was like, 5'7", based in LA. I got to go in like not knowing you were in there, so I felt fine.
That's so funny. I one time went to an audition when I first moved to LA, and Will Smith was there.
Did he smack ya?
He did not smack me. I was not a famous comedian yet. And I walked in the room, and it was like his production company or something. And I was like all ready to audition, whatever. And I walked in and I saw him, and I just went, oh, come on. Like
that's a fun energy. That's very Charlie. Very Charlie
girl. Yeah,
Charlie girl. That's very Charlie girl. Come on. All the most famous people are here.
But it was just like, give me I was annoyed that I didn't have a heads up.
No, wouldn't you have been worse if you had a heads up?
Well, I just was like, oh, come on. Like, could you tell me? Like, I was just thrown.
Right.
Granted, I'd never been in the same room as like a celebrity. You're in this tiny room. And I just was like, and when you see like a very big celebrity in person, they look like
I'm seeing one right now, honey.
I mean, hey, girl. No, like a Will Smith type.
Yes,
yes. When you see them in person, sometimes they look like a wax figure of that celebrity.
Or they look like a teeny Billy Goat of themselves. Because you're like, in my mind, you're such a giant.
That is the other thing.
And also, I do be finding that the women of Hollywood, their bones are so little.
Feeble.
Like they're skeletons. I'm not just saying they're skinny. I'm saying like skeleton shrunk down in a shrinking microwave. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Lady.
No, and then
so small
you see
wrists.
their kneecaps are like just little thimbles, and they're like these like feeble marionette dolls.
Yes.
And you're just like a wind could blow them over.
They're just so, and I feel like that's why they're allowed to fit on the TV, because they're so small. And the men are small too. It's honestly like they save money by not using a widescreen on these people.
Or I don't know, I don't know but some of them just get so famous, and I don't know if it's just like they have different water skin treatments, dabbling in Scientology, but like their skin is different.
I know, their skin is so tight to their little skulls.
It's different than you've ever seen.
So different.
So it's like I saw Will Smith, and I was just like that, like literally, it was such a slap in the face, Will, to like, and I was so nervous and totally bombed it.
You did?
Yeah.
Was it for to play the basketball in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
That was it. That was actually.
That's crazy, because I always say you have like kind of a little basketball body. It's so small, so you could just dunk down the stairs.
Little basketball body. So you came in. You were. Always know someone's a star. Like I literally just like looked. I was like, that girl's a star.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I swear to God, ask anyone. I was like, she is a star. Which is like, I love like being like an old like. I'm like, that's the next.
Got it, honey.
That's the next Shirley Temple. Yeah, see, she just walked in and she's got it. Yeah, see.
That's so funny you say Shirley Temple, because I do remember I scrapped the pages that you guys have written for the audition. I just went, well, the good ship lollipop.
And then you started twerking on grown men.
Yeah, and I was sucking my little thumb, and everyone was like, "Whoa."
And you were like, I think for me, when I'm casting somebody, I'm like, who's going to make my job really easy?
That's so sweet.
And then I was like, I will not have to do anything if
well,
she
you
does
made my
this.
job. I mean, I think you might have been like one of the first female directors that I even had.
I don't see gender, but okay.
Okay. So, okay, well, I know you don't see it. So you're not a woman and you're not a man. You're a basketball.
Right.
Just so you know.
That's very clear.
So, but I remember you made it so fun and easy, because also on the set, there was a scene where I had to be woken up by the dog. I had like a beef sauce on my face so that the dog would want to lick my face.
Okay, so by the way, this was a series of short films that was for a company that's a veterinarian company. A vet. VCA, like a string of vets.
Yes.
Okay. And so they asked me about it. And I remember being like, oh, am I going to direct short films? And I was like, there's animals. And like a lot of times when there's animals involved, they're not treated well. So I was like, let me just do this.
But the message of the films was how to properly care for your animals and not exploit them.
Totally.
So it was a bit ironic.
Totally. So exactly. And then but I made sure none of that happened. So we were trying to figure out the humane way to shoot with dogs and stuff. And I guess the humane way for dogs is inhumane to humans, which I'm fine with.
Oh, that's interesting. So you mean like normally the dog would have just been trained to come up and lick my face, but we had incentivized with beef?
Yes, so we had to humiliate you in order to make the dog
I
safe.
actually love that.
Yeah.
So then it's like the dog isn't really trained, it's just wanting the beef.
Yes. So
like there's a high chance it could have bit your nose off and ruined your face forever. We didn't tell you that.
You could use a scar too, honestly. You're a little too symmetrical in my opinion. But wait, so we put like beef jerky in your mouth?
It was like beef baby food and it was all over my face and I had to lay in this bed and I wasn't allowed to get beef on the pillow till this time. And so I had to pretend to be sleeping, but like with my head like kind of hovering off of it. And then the dog would jump up and lick my face. But I was also kind of like contorted in this position. I was wearing these little tiny pajama shorts. And I could
That was my call.
No, see, this is
I know how to get people to watch a short.
Right.
If you can find it, enjoy it.
But I did feel like my butt cheeks were hanging out. So I kept like, my
that was by design.
But no, then you came halfway through, like on Beef Take 33. You were like, are these shorts uncomfy? And I was like, yeah. And then you were like, who the fuck put her in these little shorts? Like, she's not comfy. And I was like, that's the first time anyone ever treated me like good.
Oh my God.
And then you were like, do you have sweats or something in your trailer? And I was like, yeah. And you said you could go put those on. It was just like a medical miracle to me that someone would acknowledge that I was uncomfortable.
I'm sorry it took 33 takes.
Yeah, and between them, you were like, oh, we got to clean up your face. So you were licking the beef off my cheeks and I was really uncomfortable, but you insisted on doing it yourself.
Look, I do my own stunts, very hands-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's like, it is so wild how humiliating and uncomfortable being a performer can be, like, for no reason.
Totally.
For no reason. Like, it's like, if you're like, you need to jump in this cold ocean for the shot, it's gonna suck. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
But when it's just like, someone's uncomfortable for no reason.
Exactly.
And I think I saw you like futzing with it. And sometimes, and it's the kind of thing where if a guy said it, he'd be a pervert. Like maybe a guy couldn't.
No, but I feel like a man wouldn't see something, say something. Like just so far beyond the realm. They're more like looking at the shit. That's why I feel like women make better directors because we can multitask. We see everything all at once. It's like we're reading the emotional space of the room, how the actors are feeling, what the shot looks like, what the set are, but men are just like, the shot looks like this.
Yeah.
Good for me, Dylan.
And I remember having an amazing DP. I think it's when a woman's a director and a guy's the DP, Alec Baldwin killed all the female DPs in Hollywood. So what choice do we have? But I have an umbrella insurance. What is he going to sue me? I mean, get in line. But I had a great DP who was like dealing with all the technicals so I could just figure out like how to make the actor comfortable. Because it's like, that's what's so crazy is that like you become a good actor, you work your ass off to be like present and to be quick and to be effervescent and fun. And then you're in a completely uncomfortable situation where you can't do your best work. I just feel like directors, the best version of me showing up is to figure out how to just make it the most comfortable environment possible so you can do what you do.
Yes.
You know
Have you
ever
been really uncomfy on set?
Oh my God.
You have to wear something stupid?
Well, yeah, there was this scene I was doing once. It was a sex scene with Brett Goldstein. And
for what?
I wonder if I have to ask him about this. It was a pilot for HBO and he played my boyfriend and he had to spit in my face. It was just a personal goal of mine. And there was this like, he had to keep spitting in my face. And
real spit?
It wasn't real spit. It was like some like silicone gel or something.
Did it taste good?
I didn't eat he spit in my face. I was like,
oh,
like that
you're not as hungry as I thought you were.
Good to know what you do when men spit in your face.
Well, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm thankful for what I get.
And so I had to like take it and not laugh.
Wait,
like,
was it a sexy spit or like you were fighting and he like?
It was a show about what happens when a couple that's been together for a while, the female in the relationship gets successful and all of a sudden is making more money and the guy feels insecure. And in order to like restore the power dynamic has to kind of like do all these, like, it's not his fault, but he's trying to like restore the power dynamic in other ways.
Okay, but it was like a sexy thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but it was like horrifying to my character in the show, so it was like when you're in a relationship, this happened to me when you're in a relationship and then you get successful and then all of a sudden the guy's like choking you and fish hooking you and spitting in your face and stuff to like make up for the fact that you have a Tesla and he doesn't. Yeah, your
Wow.
eyebrows are unbelievable.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's shocking.
I'm always so insecure about them. I'm always trying to like finger them up like that because I feel like they like to go like throughout the day.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Oh, I'll cry.
But if the aliens made fake people to traverse and spy, would she not be like Exhibit A?
A specimen.
Don't you think?
The aliens want an improv girly?
Yeah. Where better to hide an alien than at UCB?
Yeah, because no one will listen to a woman in improv. No one will ever see her.
Where do we hide our spy alien? Where is a woman basically invisible?
Yeah, on a cast with 12 other men. Yes.
Yes, handing her way through life. But like, there is something that I wondered about you even when we worked together, which is like, you're from Canada.
Yes.
Canada's whatever you ate growing up, the way you look different than most humans.
How can you say that, Whitney? You literally had a robot made after you, and most people thought the robot was you.
That was because of its personality, not because of its look.
Okay.
I mean, it's just the dental care. Like, you guys have dental care.
Yes.
Okay.
So do you, don't you? I thought the Brits were the only ones who were lacking.
No, in America, I don't think it's involved. Like, eyeballs and teeth are not really under the umbrella of dental care. But like, so what did you like? You guys don't have GMOs. Like, what is this?
Wow, I feel so lovely about this. I ate a lot of what I called flat cheese, which is the cheese that comes individually packaged.
Uh-huh.
Does that help?
Why? No, that just annoys me. Like, why do you have to do it individually packaged? Like the red one?
No, you know what I'm talking about? The kind you make grilled cheese with.
Oh, yeah. Like the
When
little
you're
slices.
Oh, God, I love those.
Those
That's like
are-
all I would eat when I was a child.
Okay. Like what about it? Don't you? I feel like Canada people just look better than we do. Like, since you've been like.
That's wrong. You just know fewer of us. Because we can only come over here if we get a green card. So it's like only the most hardworking special ones get to come over, and those are the only ones you've ever met.
Only the ones that can star in TV shows get over here.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
go
really
up
good
to
point.
Canada and meet everybody.
That's a really good point. Okay, only the ones with that star quality are the ones that I mean. I'm like, how come everyone in Canada is so gorgeous and talented and funny? Okay, because it's just the yous of the world.
Well, it's hard to get over here. So it's just like, you have to really want it.
Is that true?
Yes.
Not well, then you need to come via Mexico.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
I should have done that.
I think you just waltz over at this point.
Well, so spoiled to be you because you're beautiful and you're born in the United States of America.
Look.
What two more things could anyone want?
When did you know you had to move here? Was it for a project?
No, I actually was doing the touring company at the Second City. And then all these girls that I would watch do main stage eventually would either move to LA or just kind of like funnel back through the comedy scene in Toronto over again. Like, it's just not a lot. It's not like the springboard that it is in Chicago, Second City.
So let me ask you, like, I think I have a pretty comprehensive understanding of like what makes a stand-up. And I know you're doing stand-up now too.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no?
I did a little, like, I really now just focusing on improv.
Okay.
So I did stand up for a little bit, but then I was like, I really got to pick a lane.
Why?
And stand up is so hard.
It's so.
Do you ever do improv?
No.
Have you ever done it?
Here's my problem with improv, and this is the way
Okay.
No, it's not a problem. We do it, and I panic, and I'm like, I feel like this would have gone so much better if we just spent like 20 minutes like writing out what we were gonna do.
Right.
Like, it's like
Yeah, but what you're talking about improvising like on camera.
Oh, on camera, that's fine. But to me, it's like my brain is so like, and I think that's why I'm more suited for stand-up, because I'm like, I like to write it out, make sure it's good, and then do it. Like when I'm in there, it's hard for me to be in the present moment.
I feel the opposite as you. Because I'm like, if I'm up here and people know I just came up with this on the spot, you can't really be like, boo.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
a really
give me
good
a break.
point.
I came up with it right now. Whereas if I went home and I worked on it and I came and I was like, this is what I think is good.
Yeah, that's really
and then people don't like it.
Yeah, you're like, that was a guess, and I nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were like, I went home and I did my very best. You like put on your little ribbon and you came back and you were like, I worked all night on this.
How did you just completely fucking dismantle? You guys are the dorks. We're not the dorks.
You are.
How did you just manage to convince me that stand-ups are the dorks
You hear
and
about this? You hear about
improv
this?
people are the cool people, and you actually convinced me just now? I talk so much shit about improv dorks
Tell me,
all
lay
the
it on
time.
me. Because what is it? It's like, I know. Well, bad improv, here's the thing. I think
Holy
bad improv
shit,
is
you just-
so much worse than bad stand-up.
Bad improv is so much worse than bad stand-up. Okay.
Do you agree?
It depends on if humping a stool is involved.
Do you think that's like the trope of beginners?
Good stand-up with humping a stool is worse than bad improv.
Good stand-up with humping a stool is worse than bad improv. Wow, is that Psalms 22:44?
It's Matthew 59.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, hi everyone. Real quick, I am going on tour. It is called the Big Baby Tour. It is starting this summer. I'm going to be in Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, Las Vegas. I will be at the Mirage on July 6th. Yes, I'm looking at my computer because there's no way I can memorize all these. I'm going to be in San Francisco at Cobb's working out new material, Tempe, Arizona, Tulsa on October 9th. Then I'm going to be in Kansas City, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, Erie, Pennsylvania, New York, New York. I'll be at the Beacon Theater September 28th. Grace O'Malley from Brie Uncut is going to be featuring for me. Then I'm going to be going to Charleston, South Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., the Warner Theater, Atlantic City, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Denver, Colorado, Salt Lake City, San Diego, Orlando, Jacksonville, Boston. I'm doing 2 shows in Boston. Holy shit. We added a show at the Wilbur Theater, and then I'm going to be in Connecticut at the Foxwoods Casino. So come see me because I'm going to get Lyme disease and perish. Oh, hey, y'all. I've go to so many doctors. It's ridiculous at this point. I'm just going to cut the shit. ZocDoc is the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and actually listen to you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. No bitchy receptionists. I'm just going to say it. No crappy hold music that makes your depression even worse when you're trying to get an appointment with a psychiatrist. Once you find the doctor you want on ZocDoc, you can immediately book them. No more waiting awkwardly on hold. Look, all these doctors have verified reviews from actual real patients. I don't have to say they're doctors in quotes. It's not going to be Dr. Dre. It's not Dr. Ken. These are real doctors with degrees in medicine.
Stop.
What?
Punctuating by slamming the mic.
Oh, sorry. That is my biggest pet peeve that people do this. Was that annoying?
And bam, bam. Let me tell you something.
Sorry. I now have injured my finger hitting the mic. Good thing I can call ZocDoc. What doctor would you go to for a finger injury? A psychiatrist?
Yeah.
We're talking about, with ZocDoc, booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. It's sad you have to specify credible doctor these days. You can filter specifically for the ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you're searching for. No more itchy teeth, guys. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 and 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. Go to ZocDoc.com/Whitney and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Whitney. ZocDoc.com/Whitney. Let's cut to the chase again. I've never looked better.
We're still calculating the poll, but yes.
I'm just saying, like, I know that my appearance has come and gone. It's up, it's down. You know, I had hair be a ton of different colors. I went through some grief. I lost too much weight for a minute. I've been pregnant. A lot's gone on. And thank you, by the way, for all of your patience through all the iterations of my face and body. I do appreciate it. I do feel like right now, I'm getting more compliments than ever, right? Is that because people feel sorry for me or they're just relieved that I didn't die from weed overdoses? I don't know, but I have been using Genucel. So Dr. Drew, I used to listen to his podcast. I still do, but I was listening when he was like talking about some COVID thing specifically. And he was talking about Genucel. And I know that Dr. Drew never endorses anything that he doesn't know is real, true science. And he told me also off camera about it. I was like, do you really use that? And he's like, yes, I use it. It's changed my skin. And he looks incredible, by the way. So I was like, all right. And I started using it. I don't know. Look, I know that a pharmacist developed it in New Jersey, I think, for somebody, but this stuff actually works. First of all, I love the fact that it's not tested on animals. You know me, I don't play that shit. It is natural, it's clean, it doesn't have mineral oil or parabens or harmful chemicals, because a lot of the products out there damage your skin because of all the chemicals and trash that are in it. But there's a product called Gen 90. This is an instant wrinkle treatment from Genucel. Instantly reduces the appearance of wrinkles anywhere you use it. I started because I couldn't get Botox when I was pregnant, so I just stopped using Botox. And I actually think I look better. I just use Genucel like right here. And these lines are basically invisible. I mean, I'm getting carded all of a sudden. You put it around your eyes, your forehead, crow's feet, laugh lines. It starts working in seconds. It's perfect for skin of all ages. Gen 90 technology is luxurious. It's silky smooth. It starts working in seconds. I know this because you feel that little tingle every time. You know it's up to something good. Right now, Gen 90 is on sale at Genucel.com along with their classic XV moisturizer and the under eye serum, which I have in this is the dark spot corrector, but I have the under eye serum in my bathroom because I used it this morning. Order right now at Genucel.com/Whitney, Genucel, GENUCEL.com, right there on the bottle.com/Whitney. Get free shipping with 2 skincare essentials box with every order. I think that's worded weird, but just trust me. Genucel.com/Whitney, Genucel.com/Whitney. But I cannot believe you just did that. How did you manage to make comedians the dorks here? You guys like, let me get all my friends together and we're gonna make up a story and then show our friends. It's like kids being like, you want to see the play we just made up?
Is that what you think I'm doing?
No, but
I was thinking that you were doing.
I just can't believe you just convinced me that stand-ups are dorks and improv people are cooler because you sold me on it.
We should try doing
We're
what
like,
each other does.
hey, I wrote some ha-has out for you guys. Memorize, like,
yeah, and how devastating when you read it out. I mean, you probably don't bomb anymore, but when if you like read something out and people just don't like it, like, isn't that just like a dagger to the heart?
That is so funny. But what happened when you did stand up? I feel like you were probably great.
Well, what happened was I couldn't believe that I was saying the same thing every night. I felt so bored of hearing my own voice.
Okay.
And so I would try to make it different every night, but inevitably there'd be like one joke that I knew would work, so I'd keep using it. And I couldn't stand. And also I started learning by going more that everyone's doing the same shit over and over and over again. Even the people who
okay,
are like,
don't tell them.
Okay, sorry. But
let's
like,
not.
Even some of the crowd work that I saw other comics do was the same every night.
Yeah.
It's like, all you got to do is find one guy wearing a backwards hat and go, nice hat. Does it come in front ways?
Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, I was like, holy fuck, this guy's so funny. And then he did it every night. And I was like,
who you're talking about, too. I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know, but then I would start to do stuff like that. And I would just feel like such a little, like, shitty little, slimy little pig.
A person who tried hard because people are paying to see you and you prepared and made sure it was good and rehearsed it.
But there's one thing to have a joke that's like expertly written and you did it great and whatever. But there's also jokes, and these are the kinds that just give me the willies in my butt, where I'm like, if there's something that's like, you know, here's me pretending to do a joke like this, okay? It'd be like, yeah, you know, the other day I'm at the dentist. Sorry, my therapist. Okay, Freudian slip. It's like, no, that wasn't. If that's part of the joke, that makes me want to crawl into a coffin.
Wait, I don't even know what just happened.
Like, okay, so if there's a joke
all
where
I hear is someone has great health care.
where somebody slips up as part of the joke. So it's like there's this.
You were going to see stand up at UCB. This was your problem.
You've never seen someone do a joke like this?
I have, but I have.
Where they pretend to say the wrong thing, or it seems like an in the moment joke.
Yes.
But it's not. It's written.
Oh yeah, I hate that shit.
That's what will give me the willies internally.
It's cringe.
Because, and then if I started, that's what the thing is, I started doing stuff like that. Like I might have slipped up on stage and then it got a laugh. And so I did it again the next night. And then I was like, now I want to have a funeral. I don't like it.
Yeah, because you're like,
if someone came and saw this 2 nights in a row.
Right. So your biggest problem is, you know, that people would get so obsessed with you that they would just keep coming to see you every night and they would bust you.
No, my biggest problem is that I'm so obsessed with myself that I couldn't bear someone thinking that I'm not being like cool and chill.
I know what you mean. You never want to feel like you're too prepared, but I guess that's where kind of a little bit of like the acting of it comes in. But I always try to trip myself up or change the order of something so it always feels fresh, or I'll dare myself. I'll be like, you need to do 2 new tags in each bit tonight.
Like just on the spot.
Or so there's something new. Yeah.
Do you ever have a super fan that's sitting in the front row, like mouthing your joke as it's coming?
And I'm like, what's the punchline? Can you help me with this? Yeah, sometimes.
What does that feel like?
No, I don't think they do that. I don't think I ever do the same set like twice, like verbatim and exactly.
Do you ever take crowd work and turn it into a joke?
No, I probably should though.
Because I like, see, this is where I go. I'm like, I would want it to seem improvised, but then like, what's the hybrid between what you do and what I do? Where something that looks like it's off the cuff, but it's actually perfectly prepared. Like something that, like the front ways, back ways,
good stand up.
Where it's like, you could ask an audience member something that was leading that could take you to a joke and everyone would be like,
but also crowd work's not stand up. Like that's the other thing. There's this new thing. People think stand up is synonymous with like crowd work. Like that was never it. That's your guys' thing. You're like, can I get a topic from the audience? Like we don't.
Yeah, but you guys are like, where's everybody from? What about you two? You on a date? Oh, he's a little old for you.
Okay, guys, where are we? We're in a canoe? Awesome. Thanks. Like, what? Where should we be? We can't think of anything. We're too busy. We're improvisers. We don't prepare shit. We're on a plane. Cool. Like, what?
You need to come be in my group.
We charged you money to come see us guests. Hey, can you guys do the show? Give us a topic, any topic, but also that
it's too much.
No, what I will say is the bad stand-up, the bad crowd work you're talking about. I think the improv thing that makes me uncomfortable is when someone yells something out and the improviser pretends not to hear it because it's like not a good pitch.
Oh, you want to know what the improv remedy for that is?
Oh God.
Or if someone yells out something during the scene, you always walk like this and you're like, I'm just gonna close that window. As if someone was yelling out on the street. You close the window. That's what the nerdiest thing you could do.
Like,
you never close a little window?
See, this is my problem with improv is that
I don't think you have a problem with it because before you were canoeing perfectly. But knowing that you're a stand-up, probably before I got here, you were like, I'll do something like this. And you watched a bunch of YouTube clips of people canoeing so you could perfectly get the paddle in.
No, I wasn't. I'm a stand-up, so I was crying. But that's the other thing is I feel like anytime I've tried improv, it's revealed how like I don't know how something works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're in the kitchen cooking. And I'm like,
you're like,
I know, totally. Like what? I don't know. Like, I like literally it goes to like a cauldron. Like,
interesting. So you're not relatable enough to do improv.
I think I just like, whenever I just don't know, or I have too negative a connotation with it. You know what I mean? They'll be like, you're walking down the street with your boyfriend, and I'm like, okay, got it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, we're not fighting, but we're okay. Like, have you ever had something yelled out in your version of it, like revealed something about you that was embarrassing?
Sometimes I get into a bit of a pickle with being Canadian because there's sometimes I'll bring up something that I think is a reference that everyone knows and no one knows it. And that can be very uncomfortable.
But like, what if someone's like, we need to be somewhere, you know? Like
anything involving history. The people were like, oh, it's the meeting of the 1812 Tea Party Society. I'm like, I'm going to stay silent.
See, this is what I don't like when people, okay, I don't have a problem with improvisers. I just realized this.
You have a problem with history.
I have a problem with her story. I have a problem with people that go to improv shows and they try to be funny from the audience by pitching a funny, like, where should we be? In a pickle.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, I can't just you say something not
you're
funny.
Like, I'm up here, sweetheart.
Well,
you're down there.
Honey, I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
You and I both have the exact same level of preparedness for this.
Yeah.
But I think I know what I'm doing.
But you must hate that too if you ask, like, you do your class, like, where are you from? And someone's like, Timbuktu. Do you ever get someone like that? I mean, that's a bad example, but like
people where they're from.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh, I don't.
I know you do.
You know,
if I come to your show tonight, I guarantee you're gonna ask someone.
Now, I never ask people where they're from. The only time I ask, I tell people where they're from. That's how long I've been doing stand-up. Is I can usually look at people and be like, "You're from Copenhagen, aren't you?" And they'll be like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "I knew it."
Wow.
There's a lot of like random special skills you get from doing stand-up. I'm curious what the improv ones are. Like, I always know how much time has elapsed.
Oh, interesting.
Like if we started at like noon today and then you were like, what time is it? I'd be like, it's like 12:25.
Do you ever listen to Hamish and Andy? They're like Australian radio hosts, podcasters. Anyways, they did this challenge with their listeners where you were like locked in this room and you had to come out at exactly an hour when you thought it was an hour.
When American comedians do challenges where people are locked in the room, they get canceled.
Yeah, right. So don't try it. Whitney offered before this started, but I didn't want to do it. But you had their contestants had to come out at exactly an hour, and if you went over, you lost. And if it was like closest to an hour, so you're just standing there. You can't have anything. You can't have a phone. You can't have you can't have anything.
Sure.
I mean, of course you can't have a phone, but like so, I think you could just ramble to yourself probably for an hour and then be like, I think I've done an hour. You think?
Yes. Oh, I always know. Because it's like you have to know how much time has elapsed. Like it's just like a weird little internal, or maybe it's my biological clock. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I always know what time it is.
You're like, I just lost an egg.
That's what
It's been about 45 minutes.
and then too soon. And then I usually can tell where someone is from. Just for doing it for so long.
Like, cowboy hat, you must be from Texas. And the crowd goes wild.
No, that means you're from Los Feliz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You are good at this.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Where
like,
do you think I'm from?
Edmonton Oilers. Is there oil in Edmonton? You know what? Edmonton is the #1 oil capital.
Wow, you're really
of
eloquent
Canada.
and pretty good at this.
Yeah, no, I'm improvising.
Yeah, Alberta
Am I
is like
hired?
the oil. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my face is the oil capital of the world, let's be honest. But I did know that. I'm going to Edmonton. I've been there a couple times. Isn't that near Banff?
Yes.
See, look at me improvising. Look at this.
You're
Did you see
doing
that?
so
I just pulled that out.
good.
No, I love history.
Wow.
So do you have any skills like that you feel like are like, oh, I got this from improv, or what happened as a child that made you feel like this was the like gravitates people towards improv? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I think I was always improvising early on, like, and my parents hated my guts for it. I think I was like a bit too much in my own household, but my best friend, Annie, at her house, we were little, and her mom had a magazine subscription to like Marie Claire or something. Is that an American magazine? It's French. It's French Canadian, probably. I don't know.
Marie Claire, yeah.
Oh, you have it. Everyone has it.
Well,
We all
no,
have
it's
it?
been over for about 20 years.
Okay.
But yeah.
So she had this giant stack in the living room in this basket. It was like a magazine basket. And we'd have all of our friends over, and I would read like I would pretend I was a kindergarten teacher reading stories, but I would open the magazine and be like, once upon a time there was it would be like a woman in an Aveeno ad or something. And I'd be like, and she was in the garden, and I would turn the page, and I would just make up the whole magazine based on the pictures.
So you're a liar.
I'm a pathological liar.
And you turned it into a career.
Yes. But from early days, like, and then that's why I think when I started doing stand-up, I was like, oh, this doesn't feel like it has the playful element that I like. Like the idea of like, oh, anything could happen right now.
I mean, did you see what happened at the Oscars and the Hollywood Bowl with Dave Chappelle? I mean, anything could happen these days.
I guess so. Yeah, but imagine if you had to make up your set with another person. Like, so then you don't know what I'm going to say, so you don't know what you're going to say. And then we just start building off of each other.
Well, that's just having a conversation.
Yeah, you're doing it now, Whit. Can you believe it? I mean, barely, but you're doing it.
So I just interrupt someone for an hour? I could do that.
Yeah.
Now
you're a male improviser. See, you've already, you're climbing the ranks.
I can't.
Incredible.
But what I'm so curious about this, because it's making me think, like, I definitely... God, I see what you mean of like feeling like a phony, of like repeating yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't feel like you could find a way to make it playful and new for yourself?
I don't know. I just got bored so fast. And maybe it was because I had already done so much improv that it felt like I was missing that.
Uh-huh. But like, how did you pick what you were going to talk about?
I would just kind of like talk to myself. I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
Maybe this was the problem.
I don't know how you come up with material, but I guess I would just like think of things, I don't know, and say, and basically I would put on voice memo and I would improvise through the joke so many times until it became written.
Okay.
How do you do it? Get on your little typewriter. Your diary.
By the way, can I show you?
I'll put it up.
Can I actually?
I took a picture of it.
Oh, did you really? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
recently bought a typewriter that has
To write jokes on?
Hang on
No,
to
you
that.
didn't.
Yeah, hold that thought.
that has no internet on it, and it's like an actual typewriter, and I love it.
But how do you do it, Will? It's like you. Okay, so even if you are on your little typewriter, like, what does it look like?
Why
You're
does it have to be little? Why do you have to? It's
so
not
tiny.
that. It's not that.
You can't use a big one.
I am husky for a Hollywood actress.
How tall are you?
I used to be 5'11", and this town beat me down, and I'm like 5'9" now.
Wow, they donk.
I know. Have you gotten shorter yet?
I don't think not yet. And I got Converse with kind of like the platform bottoms.
I know. I knew you had made it because you started wearing the Illuminati Converse.
Yeah, right. And my elastic shoelaces, which
okay, that's a weird angle of it, but that's upside down.
I've heard of this thing.
Yeah, it's called the Free Write. I paid for it, so I'm not promoting it unless you guys want to send me a free one. But it's a typewriter that has no Wi-Fi on it, and then you can email it to yourself.
That's so. Yeah, I looked into this.
Yeah. Why? Oh, why? Why?
Script writing.
Oh, right. Oh, well, why don't you just go on set? Why don't you just...
She's surf and turf, baby.
But why would
She
you
does
need to
both.
write? You could just shoot an improvised movie. Like, you could just show up on set and be like, what do you guys want to make a movie about?
Okay, let's do it. Produce it. Pay for it.
Okay.
Need.
By the way,
Need.
you know that that's actually a very good idea.
Let's do it. We'll storyboard it. We won't write a single
I'm so
inch of dialogue.
annoyed at how good of an idea that is.
Let's do it.
We could do that in like a week.
Let's do it in a week.
Okay, because here's the other thing. You
We'll
know
bring
that
the beef gang back. We'll get the same.
What's that? Oh, okay, get the beef gang. Got it. I was like, is that that sounds like an improv troupe. The beef gang.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's 12 of the most incredible 50-year-old white guys. They're the funniest in the world.
They're in every AT&T commercial. You know them from every big commercial.
Yes. Look.
I love this.
Basically this group.
I mean, here's the thing though, like Paul Scheer, Rob Hubel. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff with Rob Hubel. He is such a guy. God, sexually only.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've not worked together yet. Jason Mantzoukas is an animal. Why does he have stars next to his?
Oh, because Nicole Byer is performing. So they're swapping out. Jason and Nicole are both. These are our Chicago shows.
Oh, copy that. I love Nicole Byer.
Me too.
Wait, what was I just going to say before you derailed
you
me
did a lot of
aggressively?
stuff sexually with Hubel.
With Hubel. I always want to make a movie. So before, when you're shooting something, you normally have, not so much anymore because no one has money anymore in our business because I love complaining about that because podcasting is what has ruined it. And I'm like, there's no money in movies anymore. I'm going to go do Bert Kreischer's podcast. Like all the things that have taken from.
Meanwhile, this woman just bought herself a literal $3,000 fucking typewriter.
It was not $3,000.
But I know they're spency. You can't deny.
They are more. Did you see the resentment when I said I paid for it? It was more expensive than it should have been.
Yes.
And unless you guys want to send me a free one, promo code Whitney.
Why would you need to? Promo code Whitney.
Because I'm like.
Promo code Greedy.
Promo code Greedy. So before you shoot something, there's like stand-ins that will come and they will like kind of lifelessly read what they need to read, and they'll just stand there awkwardly and stare at each other in the position you need to be in.
Yes.
I've always wanted to shoot those takes and make
and
movie.
Make the other side of the movie. That's such a good idea.
I agree. Instead of just the stand-ins being like, so what are you doing later? And then they do like these weird kisses where they have to like hold a kiss for like 20 minutes for them to like light it.
Or like even the really dramatic scenes where they're like, fuck you, you took my baby. Where is my baby? I can't find my baby, you ass.
Is this the Whitney Cummings story?
Yeah. Is it?
Reading?
Wait, should we check on him?
No, he's fine. Adversity is good for children. Okay, so there's that. I do think an improvised movie would actually be really funny.
Yes.
I think that when I first moved to LA, they were like trying to do improvised TV shows and it did not work so well and seemed like just like as a writer, like a very annoying way to be like, but I'm also a writer, so pay me as a writer.
What a flop.
But Curb they tightly script out like the outline.
Right. And I do bet like by the time you do enough of the improvised takes, it is almost like writing it by the end.
Yeah, when they have like a piano on the beach, that wasn't improvised. Like they had production
No,
meetings.
I know, but I mean like dialogue wise. Like if you and I were going to improvise a scene about like there's one of these left and who gets it, we on like take 10, we would keep repeating the funniest things.
There you go. Oh, well, that's interesting.
So it's almost like improvising to write. There's never a script, but I bet. I mean, I don't know. What am I talking about? But I would imagine that's how.
Okay, so what's your moral stance on that?
Oh, I think that's fine because it's like it's still coming from like an organic place. Like you're not. I mean, it's more alive.
So you're writing it, but just in your head.
Yeah.
So
that's what improv is. I mean, I'm writing as I go. I'm not thinking. I'm not just like saying stupid shit. I mean, I am saying stupid shit, but like if we're doing a scene, I'm consciously aware of like what would be a fun place to
where
take
we're
this.
going.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you. So when you start it, are you like, because that's also when you're writing a TV show, you always want to know where the end of the scene is, or the end of the series is, like what you're writing to. So as soon as someone's like, you're like, where are you? You're in the American Girl doll factory.
Why am I screaming?
No, that's me. That was me. I was in the audience.
You're the audience.
I'm in the audience. Yeah. Don't question
sorry.
Genius choices, please. Thanks so much. And then you're in the American Girl doll. Like, are you like, oh, it'd be great if it burned down? And you like build towards it. Like, do you guys instantly go to where it should go?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, have you ever heard of the Herald? This is I'm gonna lose all of the ground that I made with making you think that improv was cool. Herald is like
I mean, I was kind of joking.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, now I actually do think it's more, you've made it sound so much cooler than I've ever thought it was.
Thanks, Whit. So there's this structure called the Herald. That's like a big UCB structure. And it's like you do your scene. So for example, you say American Girl doll, and we would do a scene like that, me and you, and we would find the game of that scene. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, so like whatever is the unusual thing that we're doing. Maybe you and I are suddenly playing mother and daughter, and we're there, and you are acting like I'm not allowed to have a doll, even though you're the daughter. So that would be the unusual thing. It's like, here's a little girl that's like, Mom, you can't have every doll in here, whatever, something like that.
Okay, got it.
So that's something unusual. We've clocked it. So then in the Herald, now we're going to repeat that game, but in a different place in a second beat. So like 10 minutes into the show, we're going to do that again, but in a different location. And then at the end of the show, we're going to do it one last time. And we're going to heighten every time and keep playing that game and keep moving it.
Sure.
So there is like mental math going on.
That's similar to stand up in that it would be like a callback.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, but we're just like writing those in the moment.
Right.
So, or thinking like when someone else is on stage, thinking like, okay, next when I go out, maybe I should initiate like this so the other person knows that I'm taking us here.
Right. Why wouldn't you do like really funny characters? Like I love the guy that finds out a girl's never done mushrooms.
Oh my God. Do you know that kind of guy?
It's, I mean, the best.
You're like, honey, I am that kind of guy.
But by the way, I am that guy. But also there's girls that do that too.
Yeah, but I find the male presence of it is just so much more scary.
Of course, but the girls are just like, you've never felt joy. And
Yeah,
like
right.
you don't know.
Yeah, but that is so, I hate it. It's so condescending and so terrible. But then with the men, it adds this weird like sleepover twist. It's like, you've never felt joy and also never felt sex like this before.
But like,
it's like,
but it's also like when you do mushrooms, it's all about who you do it with.
Yeah, right.
And I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Like you got to do it alone, like with me.
Right.
Like it is always
like,
that.
I'll keep you safe.
Yeah, totally.
If you think of something scary, I'll fight it off.
And
for
it's
you.
also like, it's always like you're so close-minded.
Yeah.
Like I think you said this in the sketch. Like polyamory is like, you should do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like just because I'm married doesn't mean we shouldn't do
It's like
this.
crazy that you think those tits are just for you, but actually once you do mushrooms, you see they're kind of for all of us.
Like you just don't seem to get it.
Yeah.
Like you can deep the most breathe, like
you can deep the
breaths.
most breathe.
You can deeply the most breathe with my tongue in your mouth.
Literally.
Like I don't think you understand. Like you should breathe my oxygen.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
it's so wild to me. There was some guy, he was like a masseuse. There's so many weird ass charlatans and have you come across like in LA? I'm curious, but this guy, he was like a rolfer, like that would
Roll on the floor laughing?
roll up. Rolfing is like when you pull muscles like and like massage them real good or something. And he convinced all these girls that if his semen would
No.
Why
Why I look at Pat?
no, but he's really good at filming.
No, wait, is this real?
No, this is real. But also
He said my semen will help your muscles?
this is will help you see God or something like that.
But like to put it on the muscles or you have to
Like
drink
you have to
it, or-
ingest it and then you'll see God. But is the kind of person susceptible to that gonna suck a dick anyway?
Oh, did you have to suck it to get it fresh or can you bake it into a muffin? or
You
something?
say fresh in ways that have ruined the word for me. Like you're gay. Oh, this is fresh. Like fresh semen. Like you really have ruined that word for me.
Sorry.
You've adulterated a word that was very innocent before. He was like a massage therapist. I don't know. He convinced them. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's like the people that like succumb to Scientology. I'm like, maybe they need to be in the castle.
Oh, interesting.
These are people that if they're susceptible to that, it's like, hey, come to our cult.
You think you're not susceptible to a cult?
Oh, dude, I've tried. They won't take me.
Okay.
I asked too many questions.
Interesting.
I tried to join Scientology. They weren't having it. Oh, hi, everyone. Real quick, I am going on tour. It is called the Big Baby Tour. It is starting this summer. I'm going to be in Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, Las Vegas. I will be at the Mirage on July 6th. Yes, I'm looking at my computer because there's no way I can memorize all these. I'm going to be in San Francisco at Cobb's working out new material, Tempe, Arizona, Tulsa on October 9th. Then I'm going to be in Kansas City, Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, Erie, Pennsylvania, New York, New York. I'll be at the Beacon Theater September 28th. Grace O'Malley from Brie Uncut is going to be featuring for me. Then I'm going to be going to Charleston, South Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., the Warner Theater, Atlantic City, Chicago, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, Denver, Colorado, Salt Lake City, San Diego, Orlando, Jacksonville, Boston. I'm doing 2 shows in Boston. Holy shit. We added a show at the Wilbur Theater, and then I'm going to be in Connecticut at the Foxwoods Casino. So come see me because I'm going to get Lyme disease and perish. Oh, hey, y'all. I've go to so many doctors. It's ridiculous at this point. I'm just going to cut the shit. ZocDoc is the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and actually listen to you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. No bitchy receptionists. I'm just going to say it. No crappy hold music that makes your depression even worse when you're trying to get an appointment with a psychiatrist. Once you find the doctor you want on ZocDoc, you can immediately book them. No more waiting awkwardly on hold. Look, all these doctors have verified reviews from actual real patients. I don't have to say they're doctors in quotes. It's not going to be Dr. Dre. It's not Dr. Ken. These are real doctors with degrees in medicine.
Stop.
What?
Punctuating by slamming the mic.
Oh, sorry. That is my biggest pet peeve that people do this. Was that annoying?
And I wham, wham. Let me tell you something.
Sorry. I now have injured my finger hitting the mic. Good thing I can call Doc. What doctor would you go to for a finger injury? A psychiatrist?
Yeah.
We're talking about, with ZocDoc, booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. It's sad you have to specify credible doctor these days. You can filter specifically for the ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you're searching for. No more itchy teeth, guys. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 and 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. Go to ZocDoc.com/Whitney and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Whitney. ZocDoc.com/Whitney. Let's cut to the chase again. I've never looked better. Pat?
We're still calculating the poll, but yes.
I'm just saying, like, I know that my appearance has come and gone. It's up, it's down. You know, I had hair be a ton of different colors. I went through some grief. I lost too much weight for a minute. I've been pregnant. A lot's gone on. And thank you, by the way, for all of your patience through all the iterations of my face and body. I do appreciate it. I do feel like right now, I'm getting more compliments than ever, right? Is that because people feel sorry for me, or they're just relieved that I didn't die from weed overdoses? I don't know, but I have been using Genucel. So Dr. Drew, I used to listen to his podcast. I still do, but I was listening when he was like talking about some COVID thing specifically, and he was talking about Genucel. And I know that Dr. Drew never endorses anything that he doesn't know is real, true science. And he told me also off camera about it. I was like, do you really use that? And he's like, yes, I use it. It's changed my skin. And he looks incredible, by the way. So I was like, all right. And I started using it. I don't know. Look, I know that a pharmacist developed it in New Jersey, I think, for somebody, but this stuff actually works. First of all, I love the fact that it's not tested on animals. You know me, I don't play that shit. It is natural, it's clean, it doesn't have mineral oil or parabens or harmful chemicals, because a lot of the products out there damage your skin because of all the chemicals and trash that are in it. But there's a product called Gen 90. This is an instant wrinkle treatment from Genucel. Instantly reduces the appearance of wrinkles anywhere you use it. I started because I couldn't get Botox when I was pregnant, so I just stopped using Botox. And I actually think I look better. I just use Genucel like right here, and these lines are basically invisible. I mean, I'm getting carded all of a sudden. You put it around your eyes, your forehead, crow's feet, laugh lines. It starts working in seconds. It's perfect for skin of all ages. Gen 90 technology is luxurious. It's silky smooth. It starts working in seconds. I know this because you feel that little tingle every time. You know it's up to something good. Right now, Gen 90 is on sale at Genucel.com along with their classic XV moisturizer and the under eye serum, which I have in my, this is the dark spot corrector, but I have the under eye serum in my bathroom because I used it this morning. Order right now at Genucel.com/Whitney, Genucel, GENUCEL.com, right there on the bottle, .com/Whitney. Get free shipping with 2 skincare essentials box with every order. I think that's worded weird, but just trust me. Genucel.com/Whitney, Genucel.com/Whitney. I tried to join Scientology. They weren't having it. This was a long time ago.
Really?
Maybe I should try now and see. Yeah, I'm too like.
But were you trying to be like an investigative journalist, or did you
No,
really
I
have
wanted
an open
to
heart?
live
I like
there.
work for Scientology.
No, I wanted to like live there. I was like broke when I first moved to LA. They say like, we'll give you an acting job. Well, like you can live here. They have brunch on Sundays with the guy
you
from
were
Lost.
like, I'm hungry and I have no place to sleep. Can I please be a Scientologist?
Yes, and the guy from My Name Is Earl is right there. I was like, I was so in on it.
But
you
just wanted it, like you didn't feel like you had some sort of emotional deficit that you're like, I need to know my alien number and get zapped by the boppers. Like you didn't want that part. You just wanted a place to
I
sleep.
wanted a job and a family.
Okay. Oh, you did want the family. See, I'm surprised I didn't get you.
Yeah, I know. Dude, trust me. I think I'm too mouthy.
Interesting.
Like I wouldn't be a good like cult person.
But they've had some people in there that are pretty I mean,
Yeah, Leia.
I wouldn't look at Tom Cruise and be like, that guy can keep a secret.
But he's a good actor, so he can pretend he can.
But you're a good actor.
Thank you.
But I guess maybe they didn't know yet because you.
But I'm a woman.
That's so true.
I know, and we can't keep our mouths shut.
But so much easier to kill and do away with within Scientology. They should have done that.
I'm unkillable, I think.
You think so?
I think I'd be hard to kill.
Have many tried?
I think. Don't you think?
I've failed every time.
Like, I'm just kind of like, whenever anyone's like, here's some coffee, I'm like, why'd you make me coffee? Like, I always like, I'm just I feel like I'd be like hard to kill.
Okay, imagine this was Saw right now, and suddenly like Pat was like on a little tricycle, and he was like, only one of you are leaving this room, and the other one has to be dead. And we were like, started to look. I guarantee I'd be the dead one. I know you would kill me.
I wouldn't want to,
but I think you could. I just feel like, because also you have a better idea of the lay of the land. Like, you know what could hurt me in here, and I don't really know yet. The skateboard looks promising.
I think if I had to kill you, oh God,
you could throw that hot wax from that candle in my face first to blind me.
I don't think that would just be hot.
You don't think that would
like that? I mean,
I don't know why I'm giving you all my best ideas.
I don't know if you would. That wasn't that good of one.
I think to start it is.
To blind you?
For the initiation of
to blind you, I would just push my thumbs into your...
How are you going to get me, though? I'm going to squirrel around on the floor pretty quick.
Yeah, but your hair is, like, easy to... Like, I feel like if we're seriously doing this...
Yeah, we are.
Okay. See, this is what...
If you're going to call my hair easily pullable, I beg you to look in the mirror.
This is... No, mine is like really, it's like thin and it'll just come right out.
Or it's extensions, it'll come out.
I have like new mom hair. It'll just come right out. You're not gonna.
Well, mine's like blonde fried, and it'll come out.
Oh, it looks kind of like those individually wrapped cheeses. Like really, like it looks like it has a lot of keratin. No, see, this is why I'm bad at improv, because I just get dead serious. Like if someone yells something out of the audience, you know, like. You're in the Apple store. I'd be like, you know that they mine cobalt in the Congo for the batteries for Apple, right? You guys know that?
I think you'd be an amazing improviser. This is already amazing improv. Because you're starting from a grounded place, then you can get wacky.
Well, because you're just like, we're in the Apple store. I'm like, you mean we're in the mines? Mining the lithium with babies on our back?
I love this. So you just kind of play the same character in every single scene.
Just like
woman who's upset at the institution.
The red pill.
Oh wow, the American Girl doll store. Way to ruin the images of the small kids forever.
A way to just give pedophiles exactly what they want.
Right. Yeah, you get tagged up pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like that's a stand-up. Whereas you guys, we're in the American Girl doll store. I'm like, no one thinks this is weird.
Right.
No one thinks it's weird that these are just like little sexy dolls.
So wait, so then
you're like, no one else thinks they're sexy.
Yeah, I'm like, there's only one woman in the store looking up all the skirts, and it's you. But so I ask you the same question then, because you asked me about like childhood improv connection. So what's your childhood stand-up connection? Is it that like calling out things all the time?
I think there's that. It was the calling out the elephant in the living room, because when you're raised in an alcoholic home, there's always some elephant in the living room that no one will mention. Like no one's going to mention the fact that mom has a black eye and is wearing sunglasses inside, but isn't a rapper. Like, what are we doing? Like there's that. And there was a lot of like secrets and lies kind of thing. And you kind of like want to like, and then my dad was also kind of very, question everything guy, you know? He was like when he would like quiz me for like history stuff, I would like memorize everything on the quiz. And then he would be like, well, how do we know the book is right?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Just making me the most paranoid kind of, like always made me question things. And then needing to get attention. Like my alcoholic parents, they would watch TV, and I remember just being like, I got to get in the box.
Wow.
Like I got to get in there. You know? Sad? Dark? What?
Something you might want to punch in on from what you were talking about earlier. There is a TV show that's improv, but it looks scripted or whatever.
What's it called?
Murderville. It's
Will Arnett. You know that one? I know it.
I don't know it.
Solving small town murder crimes.
I bet the Writers Guild's pretty psyched about it.
But that makes perfect sense to me, because you're like a critical thinker and you like attention. So that seems like perfect recipe for. And
I like can't like I think that it has to be like, and I think a lot of people listen that are trying to figure out what they want to do with their careers. Is the only reason I'm being so boring about this. I think it's like, what's the thing you like? You have a bee in your mouth about. You know what I mean?
Wait, you think a lot of people listen to your podcast because they don't know what they want to do with their career?
Is that not true?
Oh, okay. You mean like in the industry? I thought you were saying like there's some woman in Ohio right now that's like, is nursing school for me? Whitney, please.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, who listens to podcasts? Do you know?
Yes, everyone.
We're talking about UCB. This is a pretty tiny slice of sort of inside baseball.
Okay, you're right.
I feel like we might as well just keep going down this path.
Well, improv is like a universal thing you could go watch at any city. Maybe not.
I actually think everyone should take improv classes because it's like, and it makes you better in any job you do.
Did you take it?
Okay, I just, here's my thing.
Mommy won't eat her own pudding.
So I got so insulted you said mommy, and I'm like, I am one. So I did go to Groundlings once, and I was the person who was just like before I get on the ground and pretend to be a lion, like
it's the same conversation at Scientology.
I couldn't get like, they're like, you're a lion. And I'm like, am I in a zoo? Am I in the wild?
Wow.
Is it a sanctuary? I'm a male lion, female lion. Like I get too bogged down in logistics. What mental illness is that?
Hot girl syndrome must be.
I can't just be like, I'm a lion. I just was like, you know that like lions actually like sleep most of the time. So should I just like sleep? Like I couldn't.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So you get like hyper specific.
Because with improv, it's like when it's like be an animal, be a this. It's like, well, do you want me to be like the stereotypical version that is fake or like
have your own take on
I was the kid that when I was like eating runts, I'm like, this isn't what bananas taste like. Like grape gum. I was like, grapes don't taste like this. Like comics were kind of like the annoying caller outers.
Did you have friends?
No.
So elementary school kids were like, it's just a banana.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't taste like banana. We have to call the company. I would like write letters to companies.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And say the bananas aren't banana.
I was trying to help. Like, I thought I was helping. I was like, this is just not what a banana tastes like. Like, you should talk to your workers. And they're like the elves that make the runs.
Wow, the elves that make the runs.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
There's something about, I don't know what it is, what trauma it is or nature nurture, but like comics, it's like, if things aren't true, we lose our minds.
You're a truth seeker.
Look.
Can you tell if someone's lying? Ask me a question and I'll decide if I'm going to lie or not.
To myself about them lying? You know what I mean?
Ask me a question and I'm going to either lie or tell the truth and you can tell me what
do you think I'm funny?
You can't ask that. Because imagine.
It was going to be so much worse, by the way.
Ask me like a different question.
Do you think?
Because obviously, yes, I think you're funny. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. That's too easy.
I know, but it's like one of those things where it's like, if you protest too much, someone did this to me once on a show. They were like, it was like a lie detector test. And they were like, do you think Amy Schumer's funny? And I was like,
wait, you were hooked up to a lie detector?
Yes.
No.
On like Topher Grace's podcast or something. And it was like, do you think, and I was like,
no, oh my God, I can't even hear about this.
I was sweating so much because I was like, this is so annoying.
Okay, so you started being like, I think she's, well,
of course.
Well, of course I love.
No, of course. But
I
was 100%. I was like, what? I just did.
And that's your biological sister.
It's shocking.
I can't believe it. Wow. That's
okay.
so scary. I can't believe you hooked yourself up to that.
Ask you a question to see if you're lying.
Yeah. Like not just a yes or no one. Like
okay, give me 1 second. Do you think Tom Cruise is gay?
Yes, I do.
Wait, so I need to figure out if you're lying about thinking he's gay, not if he. Okay,
you think I know? You think I'm the one person in the world that knows?
He's not, by the way. Apparently, I talked to someone that he was, I guess, with for a very long time. I was like, he's not gay. Like,
really?
He's also a good actor. So that's the thing about actors is they get prizes for lying. So who knows?
Yeah.
I think you are not. Or wait, what did you say?
I said I think he's gay.
I don't think you think that.
I do think that.
Really?
Your layer meter is way
do you
off. Honey
really
bunches
think he's
of
gay?
I think I've been told that enough that I just started to believe it. Also, something about me, I'm like Ella Enchanted. Remember when Anne Hathaway did that movie where she was cursed by a witch and anything that anyone told her to do, she'd do it? I'm kind of like that. Like if someone tells me something enough, I'm like, that's true.
That's so funny.
It's a terrible curse.
I think most actors, there's a lot of gayness about being an actor. He does wear makeup for a living. He does I
guess I just can't imagine that anyone
showboat.
Who's that involved in a system like that isn't being oppressed in many different ways. Scientology.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like there's like something that you're reckoning with internally that makes you kind of fall under the spell of something else.
Just stupidity, though.
You think so?
I think we're in an epidemic where we forgot that some people are just stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? We're sort of like, how could you get mad at me because I didn't identify you this way? It's like, well, some people are dumb.
Some people didn't go to school.
Some people are just like silly gooses.
Some people were child actors.
And they
silly geese, by the way. Dumb alert.
Of course, the Canada bitch knows the plural for geese. But wait, I see what you mean. But I also, because also that's part of the way that they hold them is like a gay sex tape or something, a gape.
Yeah. Or they made them their number one big candy boy, and he can't do anything to jeopardize his
What's
image.
a candy boy?
Like candy, like vending machine, sweet treat winner, golden guy.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
This is like, I don't mean to get political.
Oh no, please.
I know you don't want to talk about. Okay, what is it with you?
No, I'm kidding.
When you get out of the shower.
Oh, it's political. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who does my body belong to? The government.
Smart.
Any other questions?
Wise, smart. Do you put on body lotion?
I absolutely, piggishly, oilishly, sloppishly cover myself from head to toe in any lubricant I can get my hands on.
And she looks like marzipan.
I have seen clips of this, and I'll tell you, I've been rolling over in my grave. And yes, I've been dead for 50 years. But the clips of these beautiful young women say they don't lotion, I would puff into dust and fly away. My skin gets so, I can't even wash my face and go, like, you ever get like a laser facial and they'll do like alcohol, not like, I don't know what it is I'm getting. Something that takes 10 minutes.
I drink baby blood.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Not from yours, I hope.
No, he's a little stubborn.
But they like clean the face and then they're doing the face. I'm like, you have to do it now. Like, I have like a 5-minute window before I have to get lotion back on this thing, or it hurts to even smile.
How about this? I take a shower. I'll do you one better. I take a shower, and as I'm washing the conditioner out, I take grapeseed oil and put it all over my body while I'm still in the shower. So there's no time that my skin hits oxygen while it doesn't have some kind of emollient.
So you have some sort of like car wash chamois that you use to towel off after that, because you're just ruining every piece of cloth in your home.
Totally. I would like, the guy that I'm dating did slip and almost felt because
you had oil all over
my
the
home is
porcelain.
covered in oil. I mean that because I'm just such an oily slick bitch at all times.
I need it.
Yeah, the bathroom is a real hazard.
Or you ever get a spray tan?
Not in a while.
But they make you shower and not lotion. They're like, shower and come to us 4 hours after without any lotion on or anything.
Couldn't do it. I did that. I looked like Steve Buscemi within 20 minutes.
I find it so painful.
That's really interesting. I know a lot of people are it's white women are wild, dude. Do you wash your legs?
Yeah.
Okay, good. See, it must be a Canada thing.
I'm doing loofah everywhere. And I don't know when I'm supposed to be throwing out my loofah.
Quick. Quicker
no! I've had it for like 2 years.
No. Quicker than you think.
I've been 2 years. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I moved to LA 5 years ago. I bet I bought this loofah when I arrived at my apartment.
This is bad news, dude. This is literally where COVID started, in her shower.
Quick? What do you mean quick?
I'm telling you. I think
What's quick, a month?
Well, I do a loofah mitt. Like a mitt. It's like a glove that's loofah.
It has fingers or no?
It's got fingers. Yeah. That you put on.
So you can go up?
So you can get, so you can get in your butt and all that kind of stuff. Like, I just had a kid. I've been... I hate you. Because like yours is just like a big like baseball bat.
Mine's like a fuzzy, like no, it's like the thing with the loop, and then it's like it looks like a lady's tutu,
like a piece of coral.
Okay, what?
Those you have to get rid of.
No,
like
Kat,
those aren't even for sale anymore.
No.
Those are like made of plastic.
No, they're made of loofah. Do you know what loofah is?
It's some kind of coral.
It's a thing. It's not plastic. It's
those
loofah.
are, and they're always cold for some reason. Gross. You're such a bro.
Wait, when should I throw it out?
Already.
But Whitney, don't forget, I lotion.
A while ago. No, that's even worse. You're just like moving all the bacteria around. Oh no, you're in so much trouble.
I have to Google this. I'm actually panicking.
No, the ones that are like fabric-y that keep...
When to throw out loofah?
Because they keep all of the water in there.
Oh yeah, but mine's not fabric-y.
No,
it says 3 weeks.
It's basically a wet market. Also, by the way, did a loofah write that?
3 weeks. Why, you think it's too long or too short?
A week. Max.
God.
I know. I think this is what your friends are talking about when it comes to the slutty smell. Like, why do you smell like chlamydia? It's my loofah.
Bring me your loofah now. Let me sniff it.
I use it. Okay. Well, can I actually, just switched it out today.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Bring me the one from the garbage.
Hold on. Swear to God. I'm actually so fucking.
Then the other one should still be in the garbage. The other one should still be in the garbage.
Understand? This is me doing improv. I have to go home and I'll be right back to prove something.
It better be filled with skin.
Why is there nothing having proof? This is my trash can today.
Wait, and
I threw these out today.
Those are exfoliating gloves. That's different from what I have. I would also not let those look. Okay, but wait, those also look brand new.
Yeah, I've used them.
Can I have them?
They go, see, feel that one.
I can't touch it. I can't.
Yeah.
I'll touch where you're touching. It's wet.
Yes,
Liz.
I'm saying they stay wet for days. Like you can't just keep them around.
Even your garbage looks brand new. You're a psychopath.
Little Virgo. But a loofah, yeah. I don't know. I'm worried about a lot of our like women's hygiene at the moment. I'm learning a lot of pretty horrifying things.
Do you put soap on those when you go for it, or just
Yes,
soap first, and then so you're kind of lathering and exfoliating all at once?
all at the same time. Yeah.
Do you ever do it dry?
Dry loofah. I'll use a dry brush for lymphatic drainage.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. You do that? You do your dry brushing over there?
I'm not doing. I got a dry brush,
Mhm.
but I never used it because I was like, "What is this?"
Why'd you get it?
I just got someone sent it to me.
Yeah.
Some pervert on the
Goop.
internet.
Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow.
But I've been doing lymphatic drainage where you like put your fingers on your face and you like shove all your guts down into your belly. You know what I mean? Where they're like, you scoop it and you squirt it up from the sides and then you fart it down and slime it down your throat. Like there's some sort of idea about that. I've been making you gag a lot on the podcast.
But you really have. I know. Because like I don't like know you like this. And I'm a little bit like, bleh. I'm just used to being like, do you want to change your panties for this take?
What other kind of gross stuff can I tell you? I wonder. Well, what?
I do feel like beautiful girls like you are always low-key gross. Do you not wash your jeans?
I wash my jeans.
Okay, we're good. What about like I feel like your makeup bag is just like brushes are just like loose.
No, I wash my brushes.
Okay. With your loofah?
What I do, here's two gross things that I do that I wonder if they'll surprise you. Sometimes if I don't remember if I put deodorant on, I'll do it quick. I'll just go.
By the way, to taste it?
Yeah, because if it immediately scringes up my tongue like with a chemical, like
yeah,
I'll be like, oh yeah, I put it on.
I'm just shocked you use deodorant.
I use the most heavy metal, like Alzheimer's powered
asbestos case.
Literally, I've tried the natural. I can't.
Okay,
do it.
okay.
Itchy, the natural stuff to me.
Why do you need it at all?
Because I'm a stink bastard.
What? You don't need to wear deodorant.
Yes, I do.
Why? Who's it for?
Me. I can't stand it. Are you kidding? I can't even sleep if I feel like I smell like anything.
Well, then get a new loofah. Because it's all about exfoliating the dead skin cells. When we have BO, it's from dead skin.
There's no way. I think the smell that's coming from me is coming from my nucleus. There's no way there's anything I'm doing externally that could ever stop it from happening.
But is it sweat or is it BO?
I believe it's my bad thoughts.
It is like, your memories.
I truly believe it's evil thoughts and bad memories that are coming out of my armpits. Because it's like, I'm telling you, I could scrub a dub as hard as I possibly could in the shower. It's like the same as like, if I come on if I don't moisturize my face within minutes, it's so dry. If I don't put deodorant on within minutes, I'm already smell like I've been working out. What's wrong with me?
I don't know if this is true though.
Cat.
Who tells you this?
I can do my own, but I also have a very sensitive sniffer. So anything, so maybe it could be in my head, but anything like, I can't even sleep if I could smell like hairspray in my hair or anything like that.
I got traumatized by the fact that one time I was hooking up with a guy. I don't know how.
That'll do it. There's the trauma right there.
I don't even know what hooking up means anymore. I don't know if it was whatever, but I don't know why he like licked near my armpit. And you know when your like eyes are closed when you're hooking up with someone, but you kind of have them half open to see what they're doing?
Yeah, I do that to the dentist too. Yeah. Wait, he licked near your armpit?
And I was kind of like had my eyes kind of open just to like see what he was up to.
Just keep an eye on that little wench.
You know what I mean? You never know. And so then I look over and he like licked near my armpit, and then I just watched him go.
Oh, because he got because it takes the deodorant takes the moisture off your tongue. Yes,
that's how carcinogenic it is.
Yes,
I mean, yeah, like it's
kind of a thrill though.
I used to put maxi pads. I had a stylist would sew maxi pads into my shirts because I would sweat so much on stage.
Wow, on stage? Oh, when you're like filming a special,
doing stand up. You know, remembering all those things I wrote.
Right. Good for you. That's like you really showed that you could remember a lot.
So do you guys want to come see the stuff I memorized? Hey guys, do you want to pay money to come see me say a bunch of things I said yesterday?
You must have been a very good student. Were you?
Pathologically. Yeah, I was. Was I the loser?
No. Did you ever let people copy off you?
Huh. I feel like
Or if someone asked you, would you be like, I'm telling teacher?
No, I wasn't that guy.
That's good.
Oh yeah, we never established how we would kill each other.
Right. I think you could do it on. I mean, if the room was empty and we were in like a padded cell, I believe you could do it on strength alone.
I think so too, but I'd never underestimate someone with the will to live. Like
you think I have a stronger will to live than you?
I mean, if like, I'm sure you would be like entertaining till the end. You would just like, bah, bah, as you were dying.
You think so?
You were just like, bah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, as I was killing you, like, ha, just kidding. Bah, nah, just kidding. Nah, still alive. Bah.
But what would you be like? You'd be like Bane from Batman.
I think for me, I feel like, did you ever see in Black Mirror the episode called Alligator Tears? I think it was.
I get a little too scared for that.
Oh my God, it was so good. And she just had to kill a couple people. And like, she didn't want to do it, but she just like did it. And she just was like really reluctant about it. And
like you peeing in the shower. Basically, same thing.
Same.
When you're forced to.
Like she would just take a baseball bat and just like do it. You know what I mean?
Wow, she was like almost bored.
I feel like that's 100%. It was like, I don't want to have to do this, but just like did it as quickly as possible.
And that's how you feel you would be killing me? That's what I would do with you.
I feel like I would take something like that heavy candle. I would like have to straddle you on the ground and it would just suck.
And you'd bonk me until I was dead?
Yeah. Or maybe my Rodney Dangerfield achievement trophy. That is really heavy.
Yeah, but it's on my side. And now you told me where it is.
I'd move you from that side and get it and then move you
just
back.
Move me?
Yeah. Yeah, even better.
Okay, come to my house and I'll kill you with some of the stuff I have.
What would you kill me with? How would you? I'm obsessed with the idea of like, how would you kill someone if you had to?
Oh, if I really had to, I would obviously invite you over under other pretenses.
Well, but we're already in the game. See, you're doing what I do at improv. Like,
okay,
we're in a room.
Okay,
you have to kill me.
So, but are we talking like padded cell? So I have nothing at my disposal.
No, we're at your house, or we're in a room in your house because this was it. I also could strangle you with something like this.
You really think you could?
If I had to?
Or is that, because there's some ways we see people die in movies that we're like, does that really work in real life? I don't know. We've been shown it so much.
I know. And then you get in there and you're
but
like,
I actually feel like using that MacBook charger would not be that convenient.
Dude, this is the story of my life, is thinking things are going to work.
Because all it would take for me is get one hand in before you're fully around, which I would. And then you can't really get a grip on it.
How do you know you would?
I just feel that I would.
I would have you on your stomach and my knees would be on your arms. See, I've been gay. I know what to do. Okay.
Whoa, you have been gay.
I was a lesbo for like 2 months. I know how to straddle a gal.
And get her to shut the face and the nail polish in the carpet.
But like, I have done that before where I've seen something work so many times on TV and then I try to do it in real life. One time I was fighting with this guy and I was in my 20s, like, you know, late 20s, and it was like a dramatic moment and we were just like very immature and childish. It was a lot of like storming out and like slamming doors and shit like that. And he like threw something my direction, like a phone or something. And I went to throw like a wine bottle.
Oh, full wine bottle?
It was like half full, you know? And I was like, oh, it's gonna like smash everywhere. And it just was like thud, and it like rolled away. It was so embarrassing. Wow. In that moment, we both like stopped fighting and we're like, we literally were like, shouldn't that have that was so weird.
Wasn't sugar glass.
We actually like it ended the fight because we both bonded over how weird it was that it didn't break.
Wow.
Yeah, we were like, shouldn't that have broken? That was weird.
Wow, what a
Jacob's Creek, man, resilient.
That's the name of the ex-boyfriend?
No, that's what he called my pussy.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about Dinosaur. You're gonna be in Chicago.
Yes, we'll be in Chicago May 2nd to the 4th.
She's gonna be guessing.
With
some other guys.
I'll be making it up because I'm a lazy hoe.
But let me ask you something. Do you will you take will you ask the crowd for ideas on this show?
Of course.
Okay.
This show's really fun. Paul Scheer,
genius,
usually will interview someone from the audience.
Oh, fun.
And then we'll talk to them for a while and then we'll like do scenes based off of what they talked about.
Have you heard of the Shakespeare Improv Company?
Yes, I know those guys.
It's supposed to be amazing.
Yes, they're incredible.
I have a friend who says it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No, I'm just being
no women in the troupe though.
Hyperbolic.
Well, I guess that's historically accurate.
Wasn't Shakespeare a woman?
Well,
wasn't that a thing?
Could be.
No, just starting rumors over here.
Shakespeareana.
And then tell me about your podcast with Ike.
Oh yes, okay. So that's the one that Amy is producing. It's called the Chris Chapman Do-Over. Ike plays like a podcast bro, and I'm like his token female co-host, and Neil Casey's on it too.
Wait, I saw this. Is this on your Instagram where Busy was?
Yeah, Busy was on.
But, yeah.
We had Amy.
I didn't get the invite to do.
Probably. Oh, Amy
Wait,
said it's because you
what is it?
judged her work style and
Hold
use of
on,
the
let me
Enneagram.
check. Let me search emails. Lisa L.I.S.A.org. I end these very awkwardly. I love you guys. Lisa Gilroy is a genius. Follow her on Instagram and all the things if you're not, because she's just a goddamn breath of fresh air and genius. And I believe I discovered her.
I believe you did.